Hi there, Internet. My name's Court, and you've got courtside seats for my review of The Mandalorian Season 2, Episode 7, The Believer. Let's do it. So if you've been watching my Mando reviews, you know that I've been loving this season, but that I wasn't a huge fan of last week's episode. And that's kind of how I feel about this one as well. There was some stuff in here that I really enjoyed, there was also some stuff that didn't really work for me all that well, but as per usual, we'll talk about the good and the bad. And like all of my Mando reviews, this one will be full spoilers. I won't touch on every single beat of the episode, but there will be some specific stuff that I want to discuss. So if you haven't seen the episode yet, you want to go in cold, turn off the video, go check it out. Hopefully you'll come back later, but this is officially your spoiler warning. Cool? Cool. Moving on. So we meet back up with Bill Burr's character Mayfield. Now he's working in a sort of New Republic work prison until he's whisked away by Cara Dune. And now we've got this ragtag group of Mayfield, Mando, Cara Dune, Fennec Shand, and Boba Fett, who have to infiltrate this Imperial base where they're manufacturing explosives, so that Mando can get the coordinates of Moff Gideon's ship. I gotta say, I quite liked Bill Burr in this episode. He's not going outside of his comfort zone all that much, but he's got a couple of really good moments, and I think the writers did a really solid job of writing to his strengths as an actor. I dug when he and Mando were in the Imperial transport, and Mayfield is just talking his ear off being a smartass, and Mando's just stone colding him. Dug it. And we get the chase scene with the pirates, which felt very Mad Max Fury Road. And I thought the scene started off really cool, but much like the Stormtrooper attack of last episode, it just kind of kept being more of the same. It got kind of tedious. And another wave, rinse and repeat. That said, at the end of it, when Mando just puts up his fists to take them all on, that was totally capped at the end of Avengers Endgame. I did appreciate that. Cue TIE Fighter Ex Machina. And I did like the other troopers saluting Mando and Mayfeld as they brought in the transport. That was a cool little moment. And then only for the second time in the entire series thus far, we see Din Djarin's face as he has to use the facial scanner to get into the machine. And I'll admit, the joke did feel completely out of place, but I still appreciated the joke about the TPS reports. If you know, you know. But then they had the drink scene with the Imperial Commander played by Richard Brake, who, if he looks familiar to you, he was Joe Chill in Batman Begins. He was also the first guy to play the Night King on Game of Thrones. And this was easily my favorite scene of the entire episode. Commander Joe Chill is just oozing evil. And I have to say, I really liked Bill Burr's performance in this scene. He's doing some pretty subtle stuff, little facial twitches as he tries to remain cool and suppress his rage. And I did like that Boba Fett used the Jango Fett style seismic charges on the TIE fighters, same sound and everything. That gave me some nostalgia chills for sure. I will say though that Mayfeld blowing up the base towards the end of the episode felt pretty incongruous with what he had to say during the drink scene. He's talking about how all the people who died in Operation Cinder were just working for the Empire, and that they didn't need to die like that. And then he just blows up a military base likely populated by the same kind of people. Felt a little hypocritical, I'm not gonna lie. And finally, Mando's hologram call to Moff Gideon at the end. I liked it. It reminded me considerably of that sequence in Frank Miller's Batman Year One, where Batman shows up at the dinner of Gotham's elite. He's all backlit trying to intimidate him, and he says something along the lines of, "You've eaten well. You've eaten Gotham's wealth. From this moment on, none of you are safe." It felt like that. And it was cool. I did find it was a little bit cheesy that Mando was just using Moff Gideon's dialogue from the end of the first season, but whatever, it was a cool scene. I gotta let that pass. So yeah, I was up and down on this episode. We've only got one more to round out season 2, and I really hope they stick the landing and give us a kick-ass finale. So those are my thoughts on The Mandalorian Season 2, Episode 7, The Believer. Now, I want to know, what did you guys think of the episode? What's your favorite episode so far of the entire series? Whatever your thoughts, hit the comments below. Let's discuss. If you enjoyed this review, please smash that like button and give it a share if you really enjoyed it. And hey, why not take a second, do me a favor, click subscribe and ring that bell to subscribe to my channel for more movie reviews, entertainment news, trailer reactions, The Mandalorian, all that good stuff. Hope you guys are all safe and healthy. Thanks very much for watching. I will see you all in the next one. This is The Way.